So how do you choose a side hustle that is right for you? I've got 3 tips I want to share with you coming up. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Expert Influencer Academy. I am your host, Charles Watson, and thank you for joining me this Friday afternoon, and welcome back to another video, episode number 2 in our Ultimate Side Hustle series. It's great being here with you guys. And guys, this series is based on The Ultimate Side Hustle by Allea Dib. And my hope in this series and in sharing this series with you is that you will be able to join the 78 million people in the United States that are currently earning some form of income, whether it's part-time income, side hustle income, full-time income, by creating a side hustle. So if you joined us for the first video, or if you missed the first video, it was basically an introduction into the gig economy and things that you can start thinking about in order to determine what would be a great side hustle for you. Today, guys, I want to dive deeper into that topic, and I actually want to go over with how do you choose a side hustle that is right for you. And you know, guys, when you start thinking about side hustles, you really got to compare it to your job that you have now. And when it was time for you to search for your current job, like, I'm pretty sure that you had a plan, right? You thought about the type of work that you were interested in and qualified for based on maybe your skills and your education. You had a wage or salary range in mind, and you probably had some sort of idea on how your job could lead to, let's say, more career opportunities and shape your career path. And guys, after you had all that figured out, you probably searched for job openings, applied, and interviewed with different companies until finally someone hired you. Well, that's the exact same formula that applies when you're trying to determine and choose your side hustle. In order to be successful in your side hustle, guys, you need to identify your sellable skills, and you need to know how and when you can make time for your side hustle, and really the circumstances that kind of exist in your life that will determine what type of side hustle you're going to choose. The goal here, guys, is to sit down and create a strategy that will help you identify some topics of interest and passion that you can turn into your side hustle. And guys, nearly any work that people do can be turned into a side hustle. And I'm talking about whether that's low-skilled tasks such as running errands and cleaning houses, or even high-skilled trade and professional services like electrical work, nursing, marketing, and accounting. Your artistic ability, your cooking prowess, or your fluency in a foreign language can all be turned into an income stream, as can your spare room and bargains you pick up like from yard sales. So guys, how do you choose your side hustle? Well, I got 3 tips that I want to share with you now. The first tip I have for you guys in choosing what kind of side hustle is right for you is you need to let your skills and interests guide your choices. And what you need to do here, guys, is you take a minute to think about everything you do in a typical day at either your job or at home. Focus on tasks and activities where you excel that you especially enjoy. And what you need to do here, guys, is you need to come up with a list of skills and expertise that you can turn into a side hustle. And guys, these skills, they might align with your education or your primary job, but they may just relate to the way you think. They may relate to a hobby. They may relate to a household task that you've mastered, or they could even relate to family responsibilities. My advice for people just starting out on a side hustle and building their own business on the side is you really want to make sure that you choose something that you're passionate about. I am not going to sit here and I am not going to lie to you. It is tons of work. And it's tons of work on top of your other life responsibilities. So it's super important that you pick something that you love and that you're going to stay dedicated to. Because I'm going to be honest with you right now, when you're first starting out, there's going to be a lot more downtime and lower times than there are going to be high times, right? You should always celebrate your successes, and you should always celebrate when you hit goals, and you should always celebrate when when you hit milestones and when you actually become successful and land clients and make sales and things like that. But the truth of the matter is, guys, that there's going to be a lot of hustle, there's going to be a lot of work, there's going to be a lot of frustration, and there's going to be days when you think like you're making no headway at all. So you really want to make sure that you pick something that you're passionate about. Pick something that you know inside and out. Pick something that you're good at. Pick something that you're interested in, and jump all in. All right. And what are you talking about, Charles? What kind of things can I do? I always tell people this. You want to make sure you pay attention to what your friends, colleagues, and family members admire most about you. Do people frequently ask you how you accomplish something? Do people ask for your help on presentations? Do people always compliment your fashion sense? Do they always compliment your style? Do they admire you for always having a fresh garden of grown vegetables and herbs? Do they always ask you hey, how do you market on social media? Whatever people ask you about, right? When people come up to you and they're like, hey man, how did you do that? That is a money-making opportunity for you to explore. If you have people asking questions about something you do or a hobby that you have, that is a flag, ding, 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 that it lights and signals that you have a money-making opportunity. So you might want to start there, and you might want to explore that. The second tip I have for you guys is you want to make sure you match your side hustle to your circumstances. And this is super important. For most people, their side hustle contributes a small amount to their household finances. And guys, this is usually supplemental income that is essential for maybe helping to cover regular expenses. Maybe you have a medical emergency that came up. Maybe you have a bill collector knocking at your door, so your circumstances are going to dictate like how much time you're going to have, how much runway you're going to have, and how fast you need to be up and producing money, your circumstances, right? Maybe you just want a side hustle to pay for family fun. Maybe you just want a side hustle to pay for vacations, or maybe you want to pay for summer camp for the kids, or maybe you want a side hustle to help you fund home renovations, or maybe it's just to provide a financial cushion. That's what we do. Up until recently, I was employed full-time. I had a full-time job. I recently jumped off and now do Expert Influencer Academy full-time. I've had that opportunity due to circumstances, but your circumstances are going to dictate, but we still have Tia, her income and her job still supplements our income. So our side hustle just kind of for supplementing. All right. So, you gotta choose if you want that financial cushion. So how fast you need money may be a factor in the side hustle you choose. And just remember that some side hustles, they allow you to work for a few hours a day and get paid immediately. However, if your side hustle is going to be more involved, let's say that your side hustle is going to be like making handmade soaps and lotions, well, then you're going to have to invest in supplies. You're going to have to take time to make your products. You're going to have to take time to package your products. You're going to have to take time to market your products. You're going to have to take time to build a brand, start a business. So you're not going to see money coming in immediately. So remember, your current financial situation is a huge determining factor on what type of side hustle you are going to jump into. And guys, keep your side hustle simple. Choose a side hustle that allows you to put your education and your experience to work immediately. As your side hustle grows, it's going to allow you to branch out and explore more options. All right, there you go. Tip number 3, guys, is use time-tested methods to find work. You know, most freelancers and side hustlers find work through a variety of ways, and I'm going to share a couple of those ways with you right now. Some people find work through their family. Some people find work through their friends. Some people find work through professional colleagues. You know, every industry has conferences, every industry has meetups, and every industry has gatherings where you can meet people, you can network, and you can pitch your side hustle. And guys, even if the people you're pitching to and you're talking to don't hire you, there is a great chance that they know someone that could benefit from your products or services. So getting out there, being seen, getting into meetups, organizing and aligning yourself with different organizations. Like we are a member of the Young Professionals of Martin County, your local chamber of commerce. You can join that. Political affiliations, you can join that. You want to get out. You want to go to these mix and mingles. You want to go to these meetups. You want to go to these, these conferences, and they don't have to be a lot of money. There's tons of local conferences, especially if you have a university in your town, if you have a college, if you have a state college, or if you have a community college, or if you have a university in the town you live in, you can contact them. Those types of institutions have meet and greets and events all the time. I know that we are getting ready to do a solopreneur and startup expo with Kaiser University in January, but also at the university, they have the Toastmasters Club that meets there every Monday. These are just great networking opportunities. And guys, if you don't have anything like that in your town, if you don't have anything like that in your city, this is a great opportunity for you to start one. And you don't need to rent an expensive hall. You don't need to be aligned with a university. You can go to a local restaurant and you can talk to the owner, you can talk to the manager, and you can see what days they have that maybe attendance is a little low, maybe their sales are a little low, and talk to that person, pitch them the idea of hosting a meetup at their establishment, and that works for all parties involved. I mean, it benefits you because you get to host a networking event, you get to meet new people, and you're also bringing business into your local customer base and into your local restaurant. So usually you would be surprised how willing small businesses like this, restaurants, bars, the Moose Lodge, the Elks Lodge, places like that, you'd be surprised how receptive they are to ideas like that. So if you don't have an opportunity in your area, that is a huge indicator that you are positioned right in order to create that opportunity for yourself. All right. And listen, like I said, even if the people don't hire you, there's a good chance that they know someone that could benefit from your service. Most of business, guys, it's not what you know, but it's who you know. And also, don't forget, the social media platforms are also an important source of connections, and they help expand your network. So you got platforms like Facebook. They offer community-based groups where members often ask their friends and neighbors to recommend home improvement contractors, tutors, house cleaners, and a wide variety of other service providers. And LinkedIn, guys, LinkedIn is another great platform to connect with other professionals who might be interested or know someone. They could refer you to someone that they know that could be interested in your products and services. In closing, guys, starting a side hustle is all about having clarity. It's about having a plan of action, and with a clear idea of what you want to do, goals to accomplish, and a strategy to find work. And guys, you are ready to get your side hustle on. And as a bonus tip before I let you guys go, according to Edelman Intelligence, Upwork, and Freelancers Union, the following 5 places is where side hustlers find the most freelance work. So 43% of side hustlers and freelancers find work opportunities from their friends and family. 38% find work opportunities from professional contacts. 37% find opportunities from social media platforms. 27% find opportunities from online ads or running classified ads. And 24% find opportunities from a previous employer. Guys, where are you finding your clients for your side hustle? Let me know in the comments. I would love to start that conversation with you guys. Guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 2. We are rolling along. Don't forget, if you want to jump ahead, this book is full of 450 side hustle ideas. We are definitely going to be getting into them. I'm going to be sharing the most popular ones and some that aren't so popular where the competition is low because there's more opportunity for you. But check out the link in the description below. Pick up your copy so you can read ahead. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share this video with someone you think could benefit from the information inside. Thank you for watching. I hope maybe you know somebody that wants to start a side hustle. Maybe you're starting a side hustle. Thanks for tuning in. And guys, we hope you have a great day, and we will see you next week.